front men, and Philly checks in trouble, and it's Jefferson puts it away.
Living reflections from a dream.
Yo, right, guys, and welcome to episode 22 of the Frangerine Dream with me, Childish Franbino. How the bloody hell is it going? I'll be honest with you, it's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks since I last played this save. I did a couple of episodes in a row and I've not touched it since. I've been working on other stuff that you will find out about in due time. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but we are back. We're back and it's the 19th of October and we've got 2 games today. We are playing Hull at home and we're playing Bristol City away. Hull are comfortably mid-table. They are 11th and Bristol City are just pushing into those... We'll say Bristol City are pushing for the playoffs, so are Hull. Hull are 1 point behind Bristol. It's an extremely tight table still. We've only played 11 games. So yeah, 2 sides not to be trifled with. Blackpool are sitting in 19th with 12 points from 11 games. Not great. Not great, is it? So let's have a catch up. This wasn't good, was it? This was very good. We beat Liverpool 2-0 at Bloomfield Road, and that was very nice. Elation in the air of Blackpool that day. 4 days later, not so much. You saw this, we got fucking hammered by Leeds. We didn't actually pick up any injuries though, so silver lining. That broke the hoodoo for the season. And we've had sort of a mixed bag since. We've done decently. We lost to Burton the game after that. We then drew 2-2 away at Blackburn. Kyle Dempsey and Luke Freeman getting 2 first half goals for us then, before Blackburn equalised. We then had consecutive 1-0 wins over Brighton in the league. Danny Wilson got an early header. Bit of a nothing game, as was the following one in the AFL Cup third round against Scunthorpe, where Ash Kigbu got the only goal and Billy Clark got injured. We then got beaten away at Norwich, soundly beaten, I might add. Jack Thomas, the young lad from Mansfield, opened his account for us, but it wasn't enough. 2 Jordan Ayew goals and a Berham Kyle goal were the nails in the coffin there, and Aidan O'Brien got injured. Very good. Very good. And then we drew with Cardiff. Jonathan Walters, back from injury, got the goal for us there. And then we beat Aston Villa away, which was a very, very good result. Brad Potts and Jimmy Lockie getting the goals, and Michael Caine got injured, and he still is. So it's not been bad, it could have gone worse. We've picked up 2 wins, 2 losses and 2 draws since I've last seen you, so very middle of the road, but we are still buzzing around the relegation zone, which I'm not too big a fan of. Also worth noting, the 2 teams we have beaten since I last seen you, they are 21st and 22nd respectively, so bollocks, we're going down, aren't we? Never mind. As I said in the last episode, I'm hoping for a sort of safe mid-table finish. So if we can just start climbing away from the relegation spots, that would be fantastic. So let's start that with Hull, who have the audacity to turn up with a 4-4-2, which looks very good. They've got some very talented players in there. Josh Timon is on the bench for Hull today, which is a bit of a dagger to the heart. But yeah, they've got a good squad full of homegrown players, young English lads. They've got Alex McCarthy in goal. Mikel, Mawson, Cooper and Martinez across the back. They've got Limbom, Harrison Reed, Jake Livermore, Adam Reach across midfield, and Adam Armstrong and Patrick Bamford up front, thus completing the 4-4-2. And it is a good team, isn't it? It is a very good team. But after much deliberation, we are sticking as we are. Freddie Woodman is in goal. Freeman, Robertson, Wilson and Husband across the back. Thomas and Vella are the 2 in midfield, and we've got Dempsey, Lockie and Potts behind Philliskirk. We've got a decent bench as well. We've got players who could all probably go into the first team. But here we go, kick off. And we're setting up today, by the way, in the 4-2-3-1 narrow counter, just because of the amount of pace that Hull have in their side. And we break through immediately, but Cooper gets a good sliding tackle in on Philliskirk and gets it away. Now, nearly 5 minutes in, and Hull are in possession as we start this first highlight. Cooper to Limbom. Limbom's quite a good name. Limbom takes on Husband. Oh, he tears away from Husband. He tears away from whoever the fuck that is. I think it's Vella. Limbom gets his cross into Armstrong. Takes it away from goal, but he can squeeze it across goal to Reach and it's deflected in. I mean, that was a very roundabout way of scoring a goal. It could have just been through for Armstrong, who tucks it in. But no, he had to sort of lay it right across the box for someone else to tuck home via a deflection. So yeah, it wasn't great. We got absolutely skinned down the left-hand side. Armstrong knocked it across. This lad, Patrick Bamford, was not interested in the slightest. And Adam Reach's shot ricocheted off the knees of Kieran Freeman and bounced in. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that goal. And we are 1-0 down at home against Hull. The bottom teams are creeping towards us, and I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Harrison Reed wins the ball off Philliskirk and plays it ahead of Armstrong for Hull. Armstrong breaks through. Can it be 2-0? Armstrong jinks past us. Bamford's in there for the header. And it's 2-0. Ah, shit. Yep, Armstrong just tore away from our players once again. Chipped it in, and Bamford rose highest to head it home. I want to point out we've not really been outplayed so far. They've just had 2 very, very good chances. You know, we've completed a lot of passes. We've had the most possession. We've had a lot of shots, more on target as well. I mean, yeah, we've not played badly, but we're going into half time and we're 2-0 down. I'm just going to change formation right quick, and then I'm going to give them a bit of a rollicking. Yeah, aggressively, much better from you. They all look fucking motivated. Let's go. Let's go put it right. And we are now on attacking fluid. So enjoy this. Could be 2 5-0s in a row. That would be a first, I think. It probably wouldn't be. We had some dark days at Sheffield. I remember that. But I don't think we've ever had 2 5-0s in a row. And Hull have won the ball back. Limbom to Armstrong. Through to Bamford. Bamford, good save, Woodman. Woodman gets a meaty glove to it. There's a corner for Hull. Mikel crosses it in. Wilson heads it away. Jake Livermore. Armstrong. Lockie nips in there. Good lad, gets it away. And we retain possession. Okay, Kyle Dempsey. Kyle Dempsey, by the way, hasn't been on great form. He hasn't been in great form so far this season, which is a shame because he was by far our best player last season, and we were kind of hoping he would show up this season too. But what can you do? We are sticking Luke Freeman on in the central attacking midfield role for Jimmy Lockie, and we're also going to stick Jonathan Walters on as a replacement for Josh Vella. No real tactical reasons for him, we just need some fresh legs. We need some fresh legs up the pitch. We need a highlight really, don't we? We need a Blackpool highlight. Mason crosses it in, Wilson heads it away, and Blackpool, no, Livermore to Gogia to Armstrong. He's been pulled down by Wilson. Ah, fuck off, Danny Wilson. You dropped. Armstrong steps up, who in another life wound up at Arsenal playing under Freddie Adu. Crossover, but not doing too great. And he also scored the penalty. Probably should have mentioned that, but I assumed you would understand that that's what's going on. Armstrong tucks it home. No problem. No problem. I mean, if we can just avoid 2 5-0s in a row, that'll probably do at the minute. In the position we're in, I'll probably take that. Mikel crosses it in. Wilson heads it away without taking anyone out. Mikel gets it back. There's still plenty of time for another goal. Another 2 goals. Jake Livermore lays it back to Alex McCarthy. I'll tell you what, I admire whoever is, you know, making the decisions at Hull. The signings they have brought in. Alex McCarthy, he's not actually that... No, he's not good at all actually. But he was a good young prospect at one point. They've got Alfie Mawson, the captain there, who is an excellent young player. And they've got a few. Harrison Reed as well, who always tends to struggle a bit when I've seen him on Footy Manager. He never makes it at Southampton, unless they get relegated or something, and he finds his level there. But oh, this is a chance. Jonathan Walters fires it straight at McCarthy. We were just talking about how fucking Alex McCarthy can't goalkeep. He can if you fire it directly at him. He probably wouldn't have even been able to move out of the way of that shot. It was so... Husband wins the ball. Still time for a Blackpool goal. Here we go. Positivity. Husband. Freeman. This fucking cat. There it is. There it bloody is. I mean, I don't know what I expected. We're playing a very good team in Hull, and we're just not at it at the minute. And I'm tempted, you know. This is a bit spur of the moment. It might go tits up, but I'm tempted to go back to a back three because none of our fullbacks have done particularly well this season. Husband and Freeman were both, you know, were our two worst players in that match. Higgins had a shit time when he's played. Hodgson's not really played much, too soon to say, but yeah, I think I'm going to go back to a back three and wing backs, but we don't actually have anyone who can play right wing back. I'll get back to you. Let me work it out. I'll get back to you. We'll work something out. Right, I think we've sorted it. So Bristol City are doing pretty well, aren't they? They're still 12th. They lost the last game, but they are still 12th on 17 points, so they're doing far better than us. And what we're going to do for today, we are going to move back to this formation. It's formation we've sort of used as a safety measure quite a few times, and I'm hoping it will pay dividends today. We've got a couple of players with tired legs, but we need them. So, you know, shit. The lineups then. I don't know many of these Bristol City players. Frank Fielding obviously has been a goalkeeper there for a while. Other than that, I'm struggling actually. Brownhill was a talent for a while, wasn't he? He was a good prospect at Preston. And Apaya, I believe, is quite good. Shitting hell, he scored 10 in 13. Good. Kwesi Apaya is good. Yep. Right, Blackpool's lineup. We've got Lee Camp, Tom Aldred, Clark Robertson and Danny Wilson, with Robertson covering for the other two lads. We've got Freeman and Husband as the wing backs. They've got licence to bomb up down the wings. The central midfield two is Brad Potts and Josh Vella. Michael Caine is still injured, along with Owen the Impact Jones and Sammy Amiobi. None of them will feature today. Kyle Dempsey, I need to change him from an attacking playmaker. Kyle Dempsey is playing behind Danny Philliskirk and Aidan O'Brien. This attack is built to get the best out of Kyle Dempsey because we need him to show up. So the plan is Philliskirk is playing as a false nine. He is dropping back into this space to link up the play. Aidan O'Brien, he is holding his position as a target man on support, so he can link up the play. And who come bombing through the middle is Kyle Dempsey to get on the score sheet. He's got support down the wings. People are going to be knocking balls into him. Hopefully, fucking hopefully, this will sort of kickstart his season. We need him. We need him to show up. Here we go then. We are playing counter. We are playing structured. I hope it will be enough. Okay, it's a long ball forward, which James Husband cuts out, but it's come back to Josh Brownhill, to Burns, to Reed. Reed plays it down the line for Smith, who's overlapping. Smith gets the byline, crosses it in. For fuck's sake. Oh. I mean, it was a good ball, and it was a good overlapping run. It wasn't a good cross, because it wasn't to anyone. But if it was a shot, it was a good shot. Let's give him that, at least. It wasn't a good save. Was not a good save. IMHO. Here comes O'Dowda. O'Dowda's cutting inside onto his right foot. O'Dowda to Smith. Look at these fucking numbers Bristol have got forward. Burns lays it to Clancy. And it's 2-0 inside half an hour. Also, fun fact, while this is going on, I'm stopping the recording sort of every 2 or 3 minutes. Because, as is tradition, every time I sit down to record, there's sort of a gang of roaming youths, I would describe them as, who walk around our village just singing incredibly loudly together. Probably about 15 of them. Just singing incredibly loudly. And they just keep walking past my window. So I'm stopping recording every few minutes for that. It's fun, isn't it? Here comes Josh Brownhill. Apaya nods it down to Clancy. It's a good ball. And O'Dowda forces a save from Lee Camp. Jesus Christ. It's getting to the point now. This happened in the last game as well. They score 2 and then we get a save. So it's like they just get 2 goals out of the way quickly and then the match starts. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Okay, We have been taken apart there. We have been obliterated by the numbers that Bristol are getting forward. What we're going to do, we are going to make ourselves fairly wide. We're going to close down much more, in fact. I think this shape allows us to press without losing team shape, because we have got good numbers, supposedly, in this area. So we're going to try that. We're going to try and win the ball back quickly, get it up the field. Have I put us on much higher tempo? I have not. There you go. Much higher tempo. And hopefully something else will happen. As if by magic. Let's also go on fluid. Okay, corner for Bristol. It's swung in. And Lee Camp gets it. Here we go. Here we go. Only 7 minutes have passed since half time. There's still a chance. Phyllis Kirk to Aidan O'Brien. Kyle Dempsey. Go on. Surge forward. You're not surging. Kyle. Phyllis Kirk puts it through for Aidan O'Brien. Aidan O'Brien forces a save from Phyllis Kirk. Freeman's there. You wanker. All of you are wankers. Even my cat, who's suddenly started making noise in the background. This is just going horribly. When I sat down to record, I was so full of optimism. And just fucking everything's against us at the minute. But these... Jesus, that was a good shot. And a near miss for Danny Philliskirk. But these times, the times when we are down on our luck and everything is going against us, these are the times that make the good times better. They make them worth something. They make them mean something. And that's what we're going to keep believing to justify all these losses. Aidan O'Brien crosses it in. Danny Philliskirk, you fucking dick. I don't mean that, Danny. You excellent bastard. Right, that meant something. That was a reward for my heartfelt speech. Aidan O'Brien took it down on the left wing, crossed it into the far post, and Danny Philliskirk slipped the ball home. Frank Fielding, not too arsed about that one. We'll just go and score a couple more, he says. Probably. I'll tell you what, actually, it's been all Blackpool in this half. Those changes have really paid off. Kyle Dempsey is still having a shocker, so he's actually going to be replaced by Jonathan Walters. We've got a couple of different types of midfielder, but Jonathan Walters is the one we need at the minute. He is the aggressive one. He is the he'll run all day for you kind of player, and that's what we need at the minute. I might actually just bring Jimmy Lockie on for Aidan O'Brien as well. O'Brien is looking a bit knackered, and we've got two false nines up front now, which will hopefully do something to their defence. It's going to pull them around a bit and hopefully make a bit of space for John Walters. Come on, 10 minutes to go. Attacking. Fuck attacking. Overload. Come on. Come on. Ah, it's just going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing and the game's going to end. Fuck it. I'll sit through this, but I'll fast forward it for you guys. As I say, trying times. Where are we? 19th? Good. I mean, to be fair, all this lot of shit as well. We're still 4 points off the bottom three. After 2 losses, we're still 4 points off. So we might be alright. Everyone else might lose every game as well. But that's where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. It's a bit of a shorter video, I think. Make sure you go and have a look around the channel, see all the new videos we're putting out. We're very excited about some of them. We've got some good stuff going up. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. If 10 of you like this video, there will be a new one as soon as I can possibly upload it. If not, it'll be next Friday. So apart from that, I'll see you next time. Bye.